Election season is around the corner, and we want democracy for everyone, except Danny Acorn. Danny Acorn may say he's against abortion, but state medical records show that in May, Danny Acorn paid for an abortion for his mistress, who was also his cousin. Danny Acorn pledged $20,000 of his own money to the Palestinian Relief Fund, only to get a chargeback 15 minutes later. Danny Acorn has said multiple times that he is the Zodiac Killer. And worst of all, Danny Acorn never wears a shirt.
It's true. I don't.
If you care about this country and don't want to see it burned to the ground, don't vote for Danny Acorn.
I'm Danny Acorn, and I approve this message. All right, Caesar, let's skip the nonsense, get right to brass tacks.
I don't know what that means.
SuperMega is back.
They are.
It's fucking fantastic. Just the first piece of news we got to talk about. It's one of their new shirts, the Couch Goblin shirt. It's a pretty good shirt. Like Caesar said, it's kind of. I wish it was a little bigger, a little stretched across. There's a little, quite a bit of blank space here, and negative space can be filled. Maybe something cool on the back, but it's fine. Also, yeah, I'll put up some B-roll shots of the shirt right here on the collar here. You maybe see it if you want to get a good look right there. There's like a praying guy praying to a star. It's like a Jesus Christian
Oh my God! Yeah, he's got his head down.
Yeah, he's praying to a star. That's hilarious. There's so many good things came with this package. A little SuperMega sticker. Which I'll show right here as well. That funny little business card. That's oh man,
Balzac and
Boner and Bonner.
Bonner.
It's Matt looks like a fucking ghoul, and it also came in this super sleek SuperMega branded packaging that I'm also going to keep because I'm a big nerd, and it looks nice. I like it.
I mean, it's a very nice bag.
Now, yeah, I could put things in it that probably.
That you'll never open?
Yeah, exactly. That'll rip apart the consistency of this plastic bag, but it's there.
I was honestly very surprised when I heard the news just randomly, because I was just looking online and then I saw a post on Reddit and on the SuperMega subreddit. It was like the boys are back. I'm
back
like,
in town.
What?
They got that sweet sick Dracula flow popping up there on the thumbnail, giving the little monologue addressing it.
They had 2 new videos.
Two so far. 2 videos so far. They had a stream yesterday when we record this. We're gonna have a VOD of it coming out soon. It's a great time.
I can't wait to see the next things that the boys bring.
Oh yeah, a lot of interesting content. It makes me want to go to their Patreon again because now I know it's gonna be a lot more good shit in there.
Oh yeah, you were subscribed to the Patreon for a while.
No, I wasn't. But I thought about it.
Oh, I thought you were.
Nah.
Oh.
Yeah, but I could. And also, they have a channel membership now on YouTube for just like $3 a month. But I think the only thing you get for that right now is just like the VODs, and they have a members only after show for their streams. But it's not like too long or anything super crazy, or maybe it is. Buy the membership and find out.
For $3, it could be yours.
It certainly could be. Oh god, or the $5 for the Patreon, which it's I might do because I want to support these boys. They got a lot of good content that I enjoy.
They'll be back at 1 million within the year for sure.
Yeah,
because they're only at 958,000.
Yeah, within a couple months, probably once they start bumping out more content and getting their shit going, it'll be a good time for the big boys.
That's the title of this episode. SuperMega is back.
See, exactly, more clickbait.
More clickbait.
Yeah, not even really, but it is true. It's not clickbait. It is true.
You're right. It's true.
Yeah. It's so fucking great. One of the first notes I wrote here is just all capitals. SuperMega is back because I wanted it to be something major we talk about because it is.
It's been about 7 months. So.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I can't wait for them to do back the Let's Plays that they were doing. I can't wait to see them continue doing American Truck Sim.
Well, I don't know if they're going to keep doing the traditional style because what they said is I don't know if they're going to, because they have a lot of other projects they're doing, right? So they're going to, I don't know if they're going to still do some Let's Plays, but they're going to switch to mostly streaming and then just doing like the VODs or like the highlights of those streams. They're probably going to stream American Truck Sim at some point.
I hope so.
Yeah, but if you're not there for seeing it, unless you're in the members and you can watch the VOD or you just watch the highlight, you're only going to see, just highlights. But even still, it's just like when they're fucking recording, they record so much and then you cut out like boring bits, and then that's kind of what it is.
It's something at least. It's nice to see that they didn't stop it completely, you know?
Yeah, no. I'm sure they've been working for probably a while behind the scenes, like probably for the last month or so, still working on shit because they knew they were going to come back, you know.
Whatever happened to the Lex girl and the other guy who, like, commenting on the videos about what had
They're
happened?
fucking doing whatever. Who knows? They that one guy Nick is not green. I only know his name from Reddit because I see people talking about it. But yeah, he's probably still making shit, but probably with a lesser audience. And that girl Lex Updog, she's probably still doing whatever. I think she tried to distance herself from it somewhat, just because it was just fucking just perpetually people kept talking about it, and I think she was kind of over it at a certain point. But yeah, I don't know.
Mm.
But I do know is the boys are back. Nothing but lag. Justin's back doing shit. Foolish Kia, she's doing shit. They got all the boys.
Wait, so but Justin's not working with the
He might be. I don't know.
he might
Because
be?
he was in the video that I love working out. He was in that. So, but he's also just one of their friends. So of course they'd ask him to be in it. You know.
Yeah.
But he'll probably do stuff for them. Not just as like a freelance editor or just like whatever. I'm sure they'll definitely just if not on the payroll and like doing shit regularly, they will include him in shit because he's a cool guy. He makes good content. They're buddies. You know.
Right. At least that relationship for them didn't get ruined, so
Yeah, but
yeah.
fuck Luke watching goddamn basketball during the stream. Luke's one of their guys, and them. And during the stream yesterday, he was supposed to keep an eye on the chat and just letting him know what's going on. And apparently, he was just watching basketball on his phone for most of it. So he missed like a $500 donation and like a couple other big
What?
donations until like after the stream ended. Like, all right, guys, we're gonna stick around for the members live show. And then they went to their like stream upcoming soon just because they were ending it. And I was just on my phone, whatever, just dicking around before I closed it. And they came back and said, "Hey guys, wait a minute, before we go, we didn't see these big donations." And yeah, Luke was on his phone watching basketball. Not looking at
Fucking
the
Luke.
step. Yep. And for the first like 5 minutes, the game audio was like super high too. Like you could hear them, but not really. And then it wasn't for like 5 minutes till like Matt literally got a text or a call from Ross. Ross was down and it was like, hey man, the game's too loud. And then they got it
Was
figured
Luke
out.
supposed to be controlling
Yes,
that
he
too?
just wasn't paying attention.
That fucking moron.
Yeah, but now he knows. Hopefully now
Hopefully.
in the future streams he won't be watching basketball. But it's
Yeah, he should pay attention and do his job.
he's
Right?
got to make sure he's getting his prize picks. Those
Those DraftKings.
yeah. Use our code's sponsor code Clueless at DraftKings.com to get absolutely nothing.
Yeah, because we do not have any sponsors.
Use our code Clueless to get guaranteed worse odds.
The odds will not be in your favor.
Definitely not. No, if you use our offer code, you get only the shittiest fucking odds. You get Raiders to win against Saints and to have a lead by 50 points. I don't really know how betting works.
I don't know either.
I know during the Super Bowl that people bet on literally everything down to what color the Gatorade is going to be at the end.
What?
When they at the game they throw the Gatorade on the coach.
Yeah.
It's always different color. People bet on what kind of Gatorade it will be. This past Super Bowl was purple. It hasn't been purple in a while. Purple's a pretty rare color for Gatorade.
Why are people betting on the stupidest
Because
shit?
people love to gamble, especially on sports.
I mean, I guess, yeah, but like Gatorade?
Yeah, I'm sure that bet's not super high. I'm pretty sure it depends on who wants to get into it. But yeah, betting on literally every single aspect. Like points when Margie was, I don't know if you were here, but Margie, her family, or people when she was at the park, they would do, they'd put people in for like a betting thing, and it was based off the second digit of points in like the second round. And so it's like, all right, you're fucking second quarter 2 and 4. So at the end of the second quarter, you want the first team to have a score with 2 in the second place, and the second team to have a score with 4 in the second place. So you'd want the score to be 12-14. At the end of the second quarter, and it's just fucking ridiculous ways. Just bet on everything. Money.
Hey, you got to make it somehow, right?
Vice and
Work in the corner.
sin. Yep, very much so.
Have you ever thought about prostitution?
Have
you ever thought about doing it or hiring?
No.
What if it was like a legit service? Because there's like legitimate services.
There are escort
for it.
services. Nah, except just cheapens it for me. I feel like that I wouldn't be able to do nothing with that. Because I would just know. It's like, well, you're just not an actual connection with you. You're just here to get money and leave. And I'd just be like, well, man.
Trying to come, right? No.
I could do it myself, But becoming one, that is a valid business strategy. I've thought before of like shaving my feet and trying to pass off as a woman's foot and, doing something with that. You never know.
I've seen your feet. I don't think.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I could shave him. I could get file down those nails. Get him looking nice and purty. Get that pumice stone to scrub off that hard, calcified, dry, dead skin.
Ew.
Yeah.
If you get to that point where your foot's got like an extra layer of crust on it, you need to scrub your feet more when you take a
Yeah,
shower.
and it's like hard on the heel, and it's like cracked. And
All
it's
my uncles had that shit because they would wear boots all the time to
yep,
go to work and stuff.
yep,
It was just disgusting to see
sweating.
the bottom shit of their foot.
You know they don't moisturize that shit.
No,
Fuck
that's why
no.
I do. After every shower, I always put on a little lotion.
I haven't in a while, but I do occasionally.
You got them crusty feet.
Nah, my feet are pretty all right. Except like the side's big toe right here. That's like from because your foot's always pressing against your shoes. So there's like a little like a
Mm.
minor mini callus there. But
But it's
yeah,
not
other than that-
too bad
no. It's nothing compared to the fungus like I grow next to it. Oh boy.
on your toenaew.
Oh yeah, it is the toenail at this point.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. I scratch and feel a little sensation. It's becoming part of me. I'm becoming part fungal man.
I've had fungus on my big toe since I was 7.
Yep, it's not good. You gotta get that powder on there and then put it on there. You gotta fucking get a knife in there and just you gotta fucking get it deep in there.
Yeah, but toe fungus is a thing that'll always come back even if you take care of it. It's just one of those. It's a hard thing to manage, apparently, from
Yeah,
from when I went to get it checked last time when I had ingrown toenail problems, and my doctor was noticing that I had fungus on there too.
damn.
And it's just a big. It is cost effective. It takes a lot of money to like take care of it, and it always just comes back if you get it before once already. So I'm just like, oh, what's the fucking point? My
Yeah.
toe looks ugly, except it's just the left foot now. My right foot is good.
All right,
When
got that gouty left foot.
I know my gouty left. No, not my foot. It's just the toe.
Alright.
The actual toe is fine. It's just the nail. It's just the nail that looks horrifying. But
Gotta get some pliers, just grab it and fucking.
no,
Yeah, that's
because when it came to the ingrown toenail surgeries, I had 2 done on this one and 3 done on the left foot.
nice.
No, it was awful. The first time they just pulled the nails out. I think I've told you this before. I don't think I've talked about it on the podcast, but the first time when I got it, they were really bad because
Yeah.
I tried taking care of it and I got most of it, but there was 2 points that I didn't get. So if you look at this, let's pretend this is the nail.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
All right. So when they had pulled it out, it was nice and flat on the bottom, right? But here there were 2 big sides just sticking out like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was pretty awful.
awful.
And then
awful.
I wanted
Hate
to
it.
keep it just because I thought I'm like, damn, look, that was in my foot, but no.
Chew on it sometimes.
And that was bad because the first doctor that I had seen for that, they just pulled them out. He's like, we'll just pull them out, that'll grow new, which is great because it helped me for a little bit. But then the problem happened when my new nails were growing in. They were digging into my side.
Yeah.
I know it's an uncomfortable thing. I hate it too. And so then when I had to get those checked out again, the doctor who had seen me that time was like, all right, we're going to cut down the sides of these, leave the middle nail there, and then we'll see how that goes. And that worked for a good bit.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, because apparently every fucking doctor that I've seen has a different opinion when it comes to ingrown toenails and stuff.
Yep.
So I was just like, all right, well. So they had done that, and then that was fine until I had to get it done again. Honestly, I think it was 3 and 3 for each toe now that I think
Make
about
it even, you know?
Yeah. So that was fine. And that was working pretty good because it was growing. Everything seemed like it was actually getting over the lump. Also, I have really thick skin on my toes for some reason. So even if it was digging in, I wouldn't feel pain. And the doctors were like, yeah, you probably just have thick skin around the bed of your toenail.
Does it hurt when you stub your toes?
Sometimes, yeah, but usually when I do it, I'm at work and I bang it into a pallet or something. So of course it's gonna fucking hurt.
When you hit your head with shit, does it hurt? Like if you like bang like on a cabinet or something, does it hurt a lot for
Depends
you?
how hard I hit it.
Yeah, for me, it really doesn't hurt a lot. When I guess I got a
Really?
thick skull because if I fucking I've done it before and I'm like, wow, that was a hard hit, but it doesn't hurt. It's just I know it was hard, but I'm not like fucking, and I'm not like ooh ow ooh ooh. It's
I have a big lump on the back of my head right here for some. Do you have that?
No, maybe I don't know. Maybe it was just a tumor, just slowly growing out, pushing against the
No,
back
because
of your skull.
I think I remember vividly one
Like
time
that
as
one
a
chick in
kid,
that
I
shitty
hit
movie.
my head pretty fucking hard one
God.
time on the ground, like I bounced a little. So I think maybe I might have, but I don't know. I was
Giving
really
yourself a
young.
concussion.
I was really young. I don't remember.
Possibly.
But, no, I just want to end on the ingrown toenail quick because this is a bad problem for a lot of people. If you
Yeah.
ever have an ingrown toenail, what you got to do when you go to the doctor is have them remove the part that's sticking into you and tell them to burn the cuticle. Because when you burn the cuticle, they'll put like It's like a weird thing that comes in a tube. They snap it open and it's like a cotton swab. There's like this gunk on it.
Oh, okay.
And then they just shove that in your toe. And then that burns it. No, you don't feel anything because your toe's numb at this point because they numb your toe. But yes, if you ever have an ingrown toenail, just tell them to cut out the part that's ingrown and burn the cuticle because that will be the lifesaver. That's what literally saved me.
That sounds so awful. That sounds so terrible. I hate it.
Yeah, you get like black shit on your toe for a few days, but it falls off by itself. Trust me.
You said they jam it in. I'm just imagining just like a nail and then just going.
Well, it's like they put it in there.
I hate that.
I know.
I hate that. Sounds so terrible.
How do you think I felt, Nick? Because at first they have to like make your toes numb, so they give you like 4 shots, and then your toe feels like it's full of water, and then they're like, "All right, here we go." Go down in there with some spatula thing to lift it up, and then they cut it.
Let's talk about something fun. So, Binding of Isaac. That's a great game, right? I love Binding of Isaac. You enjoy it,
right?
There's a guy. Do you know of the game also? Wordle. Wordle.
Is it the one where like make the letters?
Yeah, so it's like 5 letters. It's like put a word. It's like, oh, you got this letter right. You got this letter right, but in the wrong spot, and you got to try to make the word right. Yeah. So a guy made that, but for the Binding of Isaac. And it's Binding of Isaac items, and it's called Isaacle. And you can find it on Isaacle.net. And right now, the shittiest part is that you can only do it once a day. He hasn't put in an endless mode to do it, which it's good because it's based off the items, and there's fucking a lot, But you get into it, and you get the search bar. It says, okay, search an item. And so you put in whatever the fucking item you want. So I'll say, for example, what's your favorite item?
Oh, I like the lion's mane. The Leo, the Sagittarius.
Leo? Yeah.
No, that's Sagittarius.
It's a Leo.
Yeah, Leo.
It's a shitty item. It fucking sucks. So you'd put in Leo.
It looks furry.
It does look cool. So you'd put in Leo, and it would tell you the quality, and I think it's quality 1. So it'd tell you the quality. It would tell you what type of item it is. Like Leo's a passive, so it'd tell you it's a passive, or it'd tell you active, like the trigger item, like the poop or whatever the fuck. It tells you what room it's found in. So like if it's found in a treasure room, or it's found only in angel rooms or only devil rooms. It tells you what color it is. So Leo, it'd be blue and black because it's just that zodiac, It tells you how to unlock it. So I think Leo is always unlocked. There's also character unlocks and other shit. And then the final metric is when it came out. So rebirth, afterbirth, afterbirth plus, or repentance. So you put an item and it tells you all those statistics. So let's say you only got the quality right. So it's a quality 1 item, whatever. Quality 1 would be green, just to lock in. Okay, this is a quality 1 item.
Okay.
If everything else is wrong, it'll be red. If it's orange, it means it's partially okay. Oh, and also there's a modifier, like what it does. So if you have like a tears up, like Cricket's Head gives you tears and damage. But if you guessed fucking the screw, that gives you tears. In the modifiers, it'd be tears and it'd be orange, because yes, the item you're looking for does have orange. It is tears, but there's more to it. So it's green if the situation is correct, red if it's wrong, and then orange if it's more. But that's only usually for the rooms, because there can be multiple rooms it can appear in, or like the effects, it can have multiple types of effects.
Wow, this sounds like a really in-depth thing that somebody took a lot. When did he start the project? Do you know?
I only saw it on Reddit like a week or so ago. So it's probably within 2 months. I'd probably say is when it came out.
That's clever, because you could do a lot. You could do if you base a phone app game of Wordle off of anything else, really, like Isaac, you could really do it with any combination at that point. Yeah. Pokemon items, you could do it with stuff like that.
Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon, even Pokemon.
There might be, but yeah, you just got to think of all the factors and shit, and it's interesting. You get like 12 tries, because the max amount of health you can have in Isaac is 12 lives. So you have like 12 hearts. And each time you get it wrong, you lose a heart. Oh. And then once you do 4 guesses, you get devil deals activated. So you can spend 2 hearts to get the item quote, which is like like
the description.
Yeah. So whenever you pick up an item, it's like Cricket's Head. Then it tells you a little quote under that, right? So if you pick up the item $3 bill, the quote is rainbow tears. So that's a quote. Or you can get the silhouette of the item also for 2 stars. So it'll just show you it'll show you the item, but it's all blacked out. So just the silhouette of it, and that'll just help you. And for someone like me who's played this game, I'm like 0.1% away from Dead God. If I see the silhouette, I'm gonna know exactly what fucking item it is. So I try not to do that one, because it feels cheap to me. You know,
Oh, I mean, it's a
Every,
win's a
every,
win.
yeah, but I want to, because I feel like I know these things. I know Isaac, but then I'm playing the game and I'm like, fuck. Oh God, what's the quality 3 blue and white item that only appears in Angel Rooms that came out in fucking Rebirth? That's unlocked from a character. Fuck. And I go like through 3 of them, and it's none of those. I'm like, which one could it be?
That sounds stressful.
Yep. But then you do the silhouette, and I know what it is. Yeah.
We should stream Isaac again soon. We
We
haven't
should.
done that in a while.
We could try to stream my Road to Dead God. Just me trying to fucking get the
Oh, that's
last.
true.
I need like 6 items. And 2 of them I'm gonna get at the same time, because one of them is Death Certificate, and you use that, and it takes you to a special floor which has like 6 rooms and it has every single item in the game, or every single item you've unlocked. So I'd need that, get that, then I'd run over to Redemption, because that's another item you can only get in fucking the little prayer altars in Angel Rooms. Not even an Angel Room item. It has to have that altar in it, and then you have to get it from there. It's fucked. So yeah, that could be fun. That's a fun game. It's a great time.
I haven't played it in a while, to be honest.
Oh yeah,
I still need to get the last DLC for it on my Xbox.
Repentance.
Yes.
Yeah, because Rebirth and Repentance. Speaking of repenting, why don't we get into this week's challenge?
Oh God! All right.
If we want to have the punishment be long lasting,
Let's do it.
all right. We'll get back to you shortly.
Hello.
God. Hello, we are back. So we've rearranged a little bit for this challenge, because and also you can see the view is a little bit different. I'm probably going to zoom into this part, but we're zoomed out. You can see all of us. That's because for this challenge, you're going to need to see all of it, though you might not want to.
I don't want to.
Yeah, but it's something we got to do. It's something God has tasked us with, so we got to do it.
We're gonna strip.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna see who can strip the fastest with the underwear on, and we're gonna see who could get fully clothed again once we stripped, and then sit back down in the chair, and that will be deemed the winner.
Exactly. Whoever can start seated, stand up, be to take our clothes off. You can start wherever you want. I'm gonna take off my glasses. You can take. I don't think we need the accessories, but everything else.
Yeah, you can take your glasses off, and I'll take my hat off.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we should start sitting down. We'll get a countdown: 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay,
Stand up.
Yeah. I'll move this a little bit. Just want to bang against there.
That's
Yeah. All right, so we're stand up. Gotta remove everything completely off. Shoes and socks as
Let me
well
take my
included.
phone out too.
Oh yeah, maybe that's probably a good idea. Yep, everything fully off, and then when everything is off, you gotta clap.
Okay.
You gotta have everything off, because then you gotta have your hands free. No around the ankles. It's gotta be off. Clap.
No socks, no shoes.
Yep, shoes and socks off completely. All right, Caesar. We put these to the side, and then do a little countdown.
Yeah, I think that would be
Alrighty.
best.
Alrighty. Are you thinking of a strat?
No, I think I'm just gonna go for. I think I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah, I was trying to think a little bit earlier, but I've completely forgot what I had originally. So I'm just gonna go and see what comes to mind.
Belt on?
No.
All right, then
Oh
I'll put my
yeah,
belt
yeah,
on.
it's yeah. I thought about belt, but too many moving parts.
You're right.
All right. Do you want to count us down?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
Shit. Oh God! Oh no! Oh God! I almost did that. So dumb.
My sock.
Oh no! Oh, you need your socks on board. You need your socks. Oh no! Terrible. Yeah. I'm a little stressed out. Everything putting on clothes. Mark. Unzip the jacket. No, where's my other sock? No! Sock's the worst part. Where's the goddamn sock? I can find my sock. You do it somewhere, you're a cheater.
What, Dad?
Where is it?
It's on this side.
Oh no! Ah. Oh, it's inside out. There we go.
Damn it.
Even with the cheating scumbag, I was still able to pull it off.
I was so
Oh.
fast at first taking it off.
You did. I was struggling so much with the zipper. It was flipping back and forth. I was like, oh fuck, I'm lost. And then you just did everything in one.
But that was a bad idea. 'Cause trying to put it back on was even worse.
Yeah, I was glad I did this first. I think my original idea was to do shoes first. I just kind of lost the whole thread there at the end. Oh boy.
I'll tell you what, though, I think that's the fastest I've ever put on and taken off my clothes before.
Oh, it's not even the first time you fucked?
The first time I fucked?
Well, let's hit this when we get back to the podcast. Well, you can see the punishment for this week's challenge is the continued absence of the loser's chair.
Yeah, I have no chair for the rest of this podcast, so I'm just chilling down here while the high and mighty stand above me.
You know, it's the view is quite nice from the ivory tower. I tell you what.
I bet it is.
Nope. I'm inviting Trump over here later. He's also a fan of ivory towers.
You guys
He's got
are
one
going out
himself.
to get macaroons and palomas.
We're gonna get some macaroons.
Oh, I don't know
Yeah.
how good that would be.
No, I was imagining like a macaroni and cheese flavored macaroon, which is probably just cheese flavored.
Cheddar, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, I love mac and cheese. God damn it.
I love macaroons.
I don't think I've ever had a macaroon. Maybe
Oh,
once.
they're perfect.
They're kind of crunchy, right? Or
There's a little bite to them, but they're soft.
oh, okay, got it.
Mhm,
See, they always look like a. I don't know, they look crunchy to me. I don't know.
mm.
I only remember I remember rainbow macaroons from something that remind me of the rainbow patties from SpongeBob.
That's exactly what I think every time I see a macaroon. I'm like, oh, it's the pretty patties.
Yeah, the pretty patties. It was a pretty patty. Yeah, I fucking love the pretty patties.
Oh, yeah.
Look at me kilt. And then we seen the meme image of that where he's like, look at me kilt, and he has a giant fucking bun.
There's so many like big dick SpongeBob memes. It's funny.
So that are using SpongeBob's nose, Squidward's nose, Mr.
Yeah, that's
Krabs'
my favorite
nose.
one. I think I've talked about it before, but like when SpongeBob's buried in the ground, he's like, "What are you doing down there, boy?" Squidward said, "I can help by burying myself." And then Mr. Krabs grabs his nose and pulls it out. It's like
It's
his
his dick,
dick.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, ah.
Funny. Or when Mr. Krabs, they're doing fishing, and he grabs Squidward's nose, and they move it to his.
Ah!
Yeah, that's a great episode. The black and white orchestra and the fucking.
I miss old SpongeBob episodes, but that's the thing we're going to be quoting since we grew up seeing that.
Oh, yeah.
And now the kids in the next generation, when they get to be our age, they'll be like, "You remember that SpongeBob episode where his like face is all distorted and Patrick had a pimple?" Like,
No, they're gonna be like, remember that episode of Bluey? Remember that episode of Loud House?
Bluey.
Yeah, those are some stupid kid shows that are out now.
Oh, what's Bluey? Is that like Blue's Clues?
It's like a dog, but it's not the same as Blue's Clues, but it is like an imp, like a walking dog. I don't know much about it. I don't know if it talks. I just know it exists, and it's blue.
Hmm.
It might be a replacement for not Courage. Blue's Clues. Fuck, I miss Blue's Clues as well.
We just
OG
got
Blue's
a
Clues.
letter. We just got a letter.
Whenever I think of just anything happening in that show,
Died.
it brings me to like a cozy, like nostalgic place. Because like nothing really happened. It was very calm and just like chill, low key, just like show. There was nothing bombastic about it. Even the letter song, it's like, we just got a letter, and you're just like, yeah, we got a letter, and it's just, it wasn't like fucking hyper.
It was simple.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of shit going on, like a tension, fucking destroying garbage.
Well, it was a kid's show,
Exactly. But even a lot of kids shows nowadays, they use that, just the bright colors and just shit happening just to keep attention.
What was the kid's show about like those chickens who would fight? You remember like the one that had an afro, and then there was a girl with a fan, and there was like a Jackie Chan kind of chicken.
I don't know.
Oh man, that sounds so familiar right now. I just can't remember the name
I
of
have
it.
no idea. I think of chicken. I can think of Chicken Run, Gesundheit, which is that claymation movie. But shit, I don't know, chickens. I don't know. I remember Shaun the Sheep.
Shaun the Sheep.
That was another good
Wasn't
one.
that the movie?
There was a movie, then there was a show as well.
I remember I saw the movie. I never saw the show. The
Yeah, it
movie was great.
I don't remember a single goddamn thing about it. There's a new movie now, a new Shaun the Sheep movie that came out fucking
That's probably
within the
awful.
last like year and a half or something. I don't know. I remember whenever my little cousins were here, they were watching one time, and from what I saw, it didn't seem terrible.
I want to see what that show was now, because now it's just on my mind.
All right. While you're talking about that, I can fucking I guess I can bring up more Elon news for Elon being an idiot. there was for Black History Month just passed this past February, and there's a Tesla, one of the Tesla factories. They put an order for 4,000 pies, I think it was, at this local bakery, and for Black History Month, just to do just for I don't know to honor Black people with pies, and then it was sometime after probably like I think the same day but later, like a few hours later or something. After they had the pie company had started making the pies before they had been paid, Tesla contacted them. They're like, "Yeah, we're just going to cancel the order. We're just going to do nothing instead." So
Why?
I don't know because they were like they didn't want to pay the expense. They didn't want to have the fucking event or something. But yeah, then these people were left with however many pies they'd already fucking made that were gonna go to nowhere and nothing, and they weren't gonna get paid for. And I think she tried to sue him or something, or sue Tesla. I don't know.
Oh my god. That's just a waste of time then if you fucking plan it out. You're like, no, we're just not gonna do it. And they already fucking did it.
Yeah, well, Tesla doesn't care.
No, they don't give a shit.
Terrible. Did you find that show yet?
I found pictures of it. I think it's
Can't find the name of it.
Chopsaki? Or maybe but it's like
Oh,
these
God.
guys, remember?
Oh, that kind of looks. Oh, Jesus, that looks weird.
It's a
Chopsaki does sound familiar though. Whatever that is. Oh me, oh my. All right.
Chopsaki Chooks?
Oh boy.
Chalks?
That looks like it says Chooks.
Yeah, but this show.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't remember these guys?
It's very.
Dude, this show is so cool.
It looks crazy and weird.
It was funny. It was just like these weird looking chicken characters, and they're just in like a Chinatown kind of place, just fighting crime.
Good for them. Helping out the Peking duck that are hanging up in some of those shop windows. They're doing animal gods work out there. I tell you what.
Yeah, Chopsaki Chooks. That really doesn't hold well.
Chopsaki is fine, but then they put on the Chooks at the end. That's just that doesn't sound right.
Well, it was like 2004. What?
Yeah, it was much more fun for things to not sound right back then. Boy, oh boy, holy shit.
We're learning a lot today, aren't we?
We're learning a lot today, Caesar. That's a good way to segue into this next sort of topic I wanted to bring up and talk about. Caesar, we are learning a lot. We're advancing a lot. We're stepping up our budget and shit. We just figured out like last week that this green screen it had holes in it that we could put the overhanging beam
Pipe
through. Before we were just clipping it to the top, but honestly, I kind of like it better the other way. I like having the extra length, just in case. But it was good to figure that out and do it at least once. We've been using it sideways because it is bigger that way. But no, it is what it is. But the point being, Caesar, like SuperMega is back. This could be considered a new era of SuperMega. They're entering the full Funny Brothers era. They're kind
the next chapter.
Yeah, they're not really rebranding, but that's a heavy part of the thing. Also, have you seen their website?
No.
We're going to the Funny Brothers website. It's fantastic. It looks like a 90s fucking website with like stop motion, like fucking little graphics and shit, and it looks so hilarious. It's great. We should look at it after this.
Sure.
But like SuperMega is entering a new era. I think we sort of are as well. The Clueless brand. I think to put it in like H3 podcast terms, I think we're in season 2 or entering season 2 of the Clueless Boys.
Yeah, it's getting there. I think we're not there quite yet, but I think we're getting there.
Yeah, because like we've done a lot of ships now. We got 8 episodes of the podcast, a lot of good series under our belts, and we're just finishing up Fantastic Four and Zoe soon. And then after that, that's when we're going to start. Eventually coming back soon to Dark Souls 2, Kingdom Hearts 2 at some point. That's when I think once we get there, that's going to be the season 2.
I mean, it'll definitely be a step up from the first time when we record our quick Kingdom Hearts and Dark Souls. So,
oh yeah.
Well, we've learned a lot.
Yeah. I just felt that kind of way yesterday. Yesterday was a weird day. It started out kind of weird. Then once it got like noon or so, I had that good day feeling. When you could just feel. It's like today just feels. You just feel like the day is a good day. You ever get that?
I usually feel that when I get plenty of sleep, and then I feel like, oh, today's good. I'm well rested, but. I don't know. I think usually sometimes when I think it's a good day is when I go outside and I just look at everything. I'm like, it's a nice day.
It's just like a weird existential feeling you get, and I don't know how to describe. It feels like a fullness. Like it's not a warmth or coziness. It's just like I feel a fullness in my soul. Is I guess the best way to put it for the experience I'm referring to.
Were you having some sort of thoughts yesterday?
No, it was just like I was saying. I just felt good. It was a good day. Earlier today was a weird day though. Today had a weird vibe to it for me. I was like
I slept in a little bit today because I was just tired. I'm like, I'm fucking. I
I
usually
feel that.
because I'm on my eternal alarm clock. Even when I'm in bed by 4 after work, I wake up at 9. I'm just like, I peed and I'm like, fuck, I just want to get somewhere. Went back to bed. I woke up. It was like 10:47. I'm like, oh, you think you can get up now?
Yeah. Good, decent, decent 4.5 hours ish. That's all you really need.
No, because I went to bed at like 4, woke up at 9, then I went back for another hour 40. It
Oh, it
was
was like
at like
5 actually, so it's like
yeah,
6 now.
it's
Oh,
okay.
okay. Yeah. What's the least amount of sleep you can go off of?
3 hours if I
3?
needed to.
Damn. Yeah, I think I could do 3 to 4 is like my base where I say, but I feel like if I really had to, I could work with 3.
I'm going to be getting 3 hours of sleep on March 30th.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's the day I'm going to do my 5K.
Ooh, all right.
So again, which is why I needed. Actually, I was going to tell you about that later. We got to record shit before that, so I
Oh
can
yeah,
get as
yeah,
much
yeah.
sleep as I can because
What's
it's
that
in
on? A
Palm
Monday?
Desert. No, it's a Saturday.
Sad. Oh, yes, we just have to record the podcast at some point before that.
Yeah,
All right, that's easy.
Yeah.
Or well, probably not the day after because you're not gonna want to do the day after.
No,
But yeah, sometime during that week we can get that fucking
yeah, I think it'll be
sorted.
fun.
Easy peasy.
Just something different. I'm like, oh, I'll give it a try. It's only 3 miles, so
Yeah, why not? 5K. Because 5 kilometers. 5 kilometers sounds a lot more than 3 miles.
I'm doing it with my lady friend.
Ooh,
yeah,
all right.
she
that'll be-
wanted to do it because it's for like something for like the kids that she teaches.
Oh,
I'm like,
okay,
yeah, I'll
yeah,
give it a shot. Why not?
Yeah, why not get some good exercise in? I fucking hate running, but I'll
Well, I don't
do.
think you have to run it, but
Well, no, but I don't. I like fucking. I hate doing cardio in general.
yeah, it's not for everybody, especially if you need to work up to getting good cardio because you
Yeah.
can't just do it right off the bat. You'll just be really tired, but that's not a good way to do
fucking
it.
shin splints and your knees will hurt like a bitch. That's what happens to me. I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna start going on walks and runs again. And then like I go on one decent run. I'm like walking, jogging throughout. And then the next day it's like I can barely fucking move my goddamn legs. You just
Because you don't do it all the time.
exactly.
You know?
And my body's like,
Stop,
stop that.
please.
Yeah, that's why I do stairs.
I hate doing stairs. I'll do them, but just not that much because then I get too tired and real quick because my fucking thighs. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
see, I don't mind stairs. See, I guess it's because I had to do them in high school for weight training. We would like once a week we would do fucking stairs in the stadium, and you know how fucking big those stadium seats were. One side was smaller, but the other side was like fucking like 1.5 times as tall. It was
right.
fucked up, and I was constantly paranoid I was gonna trip and fall and eat shit, and that was.
You did.
I did not on the stairs, but I did on the track because I tried to jump over a hurdle one time and my foot caught it and I fucking face planted. I didn't get hurt, and I got up and I was laughing about it because it also was funny. But I was also like, okay, I have to laugh so I can also be in on the joke.
Yeah,
I can't let this hurt my. I can't let this. In Disco Elysium terms, this has to hurt my physique. It cannot hurt my morale. I will not let this hurt my morale.
No, I mean, people fall all the
Yep.
time. It's not a.
Yep.
But it is. I know you're in like a social setting. You're
Yep.
like, look at that
But,
fucking
but
idiot.
not every. No, I was on the track though, so people over here who were looking, they probably didn't see it or nothing. But people probably told them earlier, or But it was
That guy fucking ate shit.
that fucking asshole. He tried to jump a hurdle and then he killed himself. What an idiot!
No.
Oh boy. Well, before we get into music recommendations,
Yeah.
I want to bring out this bad
Oh,
over here.
shit.
I forgot the cover for it, but it's Stephen King's Nightmares and Dreamscapes. This is what I've been plowing through for the past couple weeks. And while it may seem like one book, because physically it is actually an anthology. It's his third book of anthologies. The first two being Skeleton Crew and Night Shift. But I haven't gone through the entire thing yet because it's very big. It's fucking. Let's see this page over here. It's nearly 800 pages, and I'm at 381, so about halfway there. But rather than having the book review of this week, which I've missed for a few weeks, I've been reading this. I like to go over the stories I have read, give a quick little synopses and what I think of them.
Sure.
All right, so first up, we had the introduction, pretty solid. It's Stephen King's writing introduction. Good. I give it a 8.5 out of 10. Good introduction. Dolan's Cadillac. It's about a man who avenges his wife who was killed by a mob boss that she helped testify against. He digs a giant hole in the Las Vegas desert on a stretch of road. He gets like a fucking tools and shit. He digs it up. It's like backbreaking work. And his like hands are bleeding from calluses and shit. He digs this giant hole, and the guy Dolan, he drives his Cadillac into it, and then he buries him alive.
Damn.
Yeah, it was pretty all right. It was pretty solid short story. I'd give that one like a 6.5. Well, it wasn't too bad.
I can't imagine suffocating to death in a. Ugh.
Yeah, no, he goes mad quite quickly. He's like, "What the fuck?" And then he comes back later, and he can hear him like laughing under the fucking concrete, just fucking going insane. It's pretty cool. I give it actually 7. It was pretty all right.
What the fuck?
Next is The End of the Whole Mess. This one was solid. It starts off this kid. He's like, yeah, my fucking, I did very well in school. Whatever. I was a pretty good student because my mom and dad they were fucking prodigies also. And then my brother was born, and it's like the brother is like basically a young Sheldon. He's like in college at like 12 or whatever, and he's just like super fucking. He's like he's like in it, you know.
Damn.
And he goes off on a humanitarian thing where he's like, yeah, there's these people drinking in this little town in fucking Texas or New Mexico somewhere, and like there's like no crime at all in like a 10-mile radius. I wonder what's happening over there. And he finds like, oh, there was this well, and they're drinking the water from this well, and it has like these enzymes in it that make people like passive and don't want to fucking get in fights and wars and shit. And he tests it on like wasps, and he like lets the wasps loose in like the house. It's like, yeah, the wasps are fine. So he's like, oh, this thing that's gonna stop war. Fast forward a few years, he throws it in a volcano. So when the volcano erupts, it spreads the vapor through the air, and then it rains everywhere. So everyone across the whole world gets this sweetness water, so we don't kill ourselves with warmongering. That's cool, right?
Yeah.
Except it makes you develop early onset Alzheimer's and fucking kills you. So by the end of the book, it's like 3 months later, and the guy writing it, his like speech is like dissolving. He's like misspelling words, and it's like,
Oh shit.
I did bad. I wanted to help, you know, and then it's. Yeah.
Wow.
Just the whole world dies because they all got fucking Alzheimer's just because this guy wanted to help.
That's a good premise.
And it was
for a
End of the Whole
story.
Mess. That was a great. That one,
Holy
that one's like an 8.5, 9. That was solid. Suffer the Little Children. There's a bitch teacher, and she's a real bitch. And then
She's a real bitch.
she's a real bitch. And she sees one of the students in like her glasses. She sees him like smiling. She's like, "Oh, you little shit!" And students figure out that these children are actually aliens or demons or some shit that shapeshift, and they drive her insane. And she kills them. She starts pulling students into like a side room, and she's like shooting them with a gun and killing them. She's like, "They're demons. These fucking kids are aliens." Only because like a couple of them were. And she gets thrown in a mental institution. Like a year later, she's like being rehabilitated, and she's like teaching these developmentally disabled kids because they're also in like this like whatever like fucking mental institution.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's teaching whatever, and then she sees one of them smile or whatever, and fuck, and she's like, "I need to leave, please," because you know. So she's like seeing children as like demons, either because they are or she's crazy,
Wow. So she's either killing demons or actually just killing kids.
or both, you know.
Holy shit.
So, that one's pretty solid. That was like a 7. The Night Flyer. There's a journalist, and there's this dude who's committing a bunch of murders, and he's flying with his own private plane to these places murders took place, and he's like sucking their blood basically. He's like a vampire. He's like draining them,
Mm.
and so this journalist, he follows him. He's like following his flight path. Like, wait, there was a murder here, so I'm gonna go here. And he's also he's a pilot, and so he can just fly on the airstrip in his fucking private plane, whatever.
Mhm.
And he catches up with him eventually, and then he sees like this giant fucking gruesome murder scene, and then the night flyer escapes, and he gets in the bathroom, and the guy's looking around or whatever, and then he's looking in the mirror, some shit, and then he sees like this a bloody stream of piss just like coming, falling into the toilet because you can't see vampires in the mirror. And then yeah, but he sees like this bloody stream of piss because he's a vampire, he's pissing blood. And he comes over and he's like, "Don't fucking follow me, you bitch." And then that's the end of that.
Oh, that's kind of.
Yeah, but
Alright.
he's a legit Dracula. He has a black cape, the exterior black cape, interior red lining, and he wears like a fancy suit. He's literally a Dracula, but he flies his own private plane, and he is a vampire, like legit real monster. But he flies a plane and dresses the part for some fucking reason.
Yeah, I kind of don't like that.
That was like a 7. It was well written, very well written, well written. Popsy. Immediately after, there's a guy who's kidnapping children to sell into slavery to pay off his gambling debts, and he steals a child, and then it turns out that child is the grandson of the vampire in the previous story, and then the vampire finds him and then kills him, and then has the grandson drink his blood.
Oh.
Yeah, that was like a 7. That was all right. It Grows on You. That one.
Did it grow on you?
Not really, because I didn't quite get it. It was like this dude buys this property, and he's like building it up, and he has this like wife who's like a bitch or something, and he hates, and like she dies or something, and he kills her, or he like builds a new wing in his house, then someone else dies, he builds another wing, and I don't know, but everyone's like, yeah, that house though, it grows on you. So there's some ethereal mental aspect to that one that I didn't quite grasp. I'd probably have to read it again to really get it. But even still, it was solid like 7.
Sounds like it's pretty dense.
Oh yeah, chattery teeth. A man goes to a roadside stand in a sandstorm to buy some drinks or to buy whatever the fuck fucking gas. And he sees these giant pair of like chattery teeth. And he twists the key and they go and they walk, and as he'll feed them, and he sees it. Yeah, these like big heavy metal teeth, and it's like, oh, they were broken. Fucking, I dropped them and now they don't chatter. But I'll give them to you for fucking free. They talk like fork haggle, whatever. And there's like Drifter in there, and then the dude with the teeth comes out. He's got him in the bag, and the Drifter's like, "Hey, can you give me a ride?" And he's like, obviously, like just like some fucking punk. He's like smoking cigarettes. He's got long hair and fucking
Yeah.
the guy's like, "Yeah, I'll give you a ride up to there, whatever." Turns out this guy's a giant fucking scumbag asshole, and he's gonna kill the guy and steal his truck, or at least leave him there. And the guy uses the chattery teeth, and he hits him with them, and the chattery teeth come alive, and then eat that guy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the chattery teeth drag him into the desert and then eat him. And then they find their way back to the store, and then the guy's driving through there later, and then the lady's like, "Oh yeah, somehow I guess you must have dropped him when you left." And then he takes the teeth, and yeah.
I guess the teeth are his savior.
Yeah, and the teeth are cool with it. They go with him, and the implication is that yeah, now I have these teeth that if I ever get in trouble, I need to fuck someone up. I got these teeth that are going to eat people now.
Huh.
It's cool. Dedication. Oh, that one. There's a woman who works in a hotel. She cleans rooms and shit. And there's this rich. She's a black lady, and there's this rich, there's like this successful author, and he's like a really like white bigot, but he writes really good novels. So whenever he jacks off in his sheets, she licks up the cum, and then she has a child, and then the child has the same writing talent as that guy.
Oh. I think you told me about this
Yeah,
one.
I did. Yeah, that was just a really weird one. That was like a 5. I was like, all right, Steven, let's why'd you write this? What's the inception behind this particular story? I don't know. The moving finger. There's a guy and he sees a finger coming out of his drain in the sink, and he gets like some drain cleaner and pours it down, and like burns his finger, and then the finger starts elongating, and it's like a never-ending finger that's chasing him out of the fucking drain. Eventually he chops it up and shit, and it's all bloody everywhere and shit, and then cops get called, and there's like blood everywhere, and he's in the bathroom, and it's all fucking crazy. And then the cops like, well, what's going on in here? And the guy's like, you know what, the crazy thing was it was only one finger, but hands have 5 fingers. And then the implication is that there's another finger in the toilet, so the cop is going to open the toilet, and then that's where it ends.
Oh shit.
That one is fucking weird. That one got like that was like an 8. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. Sneakers. A guy sees a pair of sneakers under a bathroom stall, and they're really shitty. And then he finds out that those sneakers belong to the ghost of a man who was murdered there some odd years ago. And everyone sees this ghost. Apparently, it's like, oh yeah, those sneakers ghost. And it turns out the guy who murdered him was the first guy's friend, who was apparently gay and came on to him, and that made things in their relationship weird. And the guy figures it out, and he's like, "You killed that guy. Fuck you." And then he leaves.
Okay.
Down is like, yeah, like 5. Yeah.
Straightforward.
They got a hell of a band. That one I just finished reading today. This couple, they're driving to like, they're on vacation in Oregon, and they're driving around. They're going to try to find these falls or this place, and they go through this like shitty side street, and they get lost. They come out in this town called Rock and Roll Heaven. Town's called Rock and Roll Heaven, Oregon. And they go through, and they stop at a diner, and the guy's like, that waitress looks just like Janis Joplin. And his wife is like, that looks a lot like Janis Joplin. And then so the premise of this one is that like dead rock stars, I guess some sort of malevolent entity has like taken their form, and now they exist here. Like Elvis is the mayor, and like Otis Redding is the sheriff, and Buddy Holly, and who's another guy that looks like Buddy Holly. He's also got glasses. And Roy Orbison. Buddy Holly and Roy Orbison walk into the fucking thing, and Buddy Holly's like, he's got blood dripping out of his eye, and yeah. And then they have concerts every night, and there's a girl like, yeah, the concerts they never go past midnight because the city's got ordinance, but sometimes it feels like they go on for years. So it's like,
that's kind of cool.
It was pretty trippy. It was an interesting premise. I give that one like a 7.5, and that's as far as I got.
But I mean, you seems like you've read a lot of the stories though.
Yeah, less than half, but yeah, there's quite a few of them in there. Now on the music.
Yeah.
Enough of this book bullshit. Caesar, do you want to do your recommendation first?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm going to recommend a song called "Looking Out for You," and I've recommended this band before, but there's a new song that I found from them off the same album called "Looking Out for You" by Joy Again.
Oh, so it's the title of the album. Sick.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, the band's name is Joy Again, and the name of the song is "Looking Out for You."
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
It's off the same album that I recommended last time. from this band like a few episodes ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's a really great guitar solo in here, and like just the rhythm of the guitar throughout the whole song is really up and poppity. Even though it's an indie song, it's got a nice
Poppin'.
groove to it.
Ooh, nice groove.
Yeah.
All right, nice. My recommendation is one little bit off the cuff. It's a song by Bjork. It's called "Venus as a Boy," and
Ooh.
it's a pretty interesting song. I heard it in a movie I watched recently. To be honest, I couldn't tell you what the fucking movie was.
Well, what's the
Oh,
song
I
about?
do remember. It was from Leon the Professional, which was an all right movie. But it's because you know the Venus, you know the painting of the Venus. It's like that beautiful woman. She's like covering her vagina, and she's like the hair flowing out. You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the song by Bjork, it's called "Venus as a Boy," and it's kind of just like a love song. She's like there's this like boy that it's like in love with. He's like beautiful or some shit, and she's like just attracted to him. Just it's one of those kind of It's got that weird ethereal like Bjork fucking feel to it because Bjork is this weird Icelandic chick, So yeah,
Yeah, she's got a great voice though.
fantastic. It's a very very weird song, but it's great. Also, a side note, also want to recommend "The Dancer in the Dark," which is a movie she stars in along with not Peter Sarsgaard. Peter Stormare, and it's a musical, and it's great. It's another fantastic movie. It's pretty sad. It can bring a tear to your eye. I'm pretty sure it brought a couple to mine, but oh boy, yeah, it's a good movie.
Nice.
Yeah, everyone, if you enjoyed this episode, of the Vibin Podcast, make sure to leave a like.
Do it.
Do it. And if you want to tell us what part of it you enjoyed the most, if you've ever read any of Stephen King's anthologies, or if you've ever seen Bjork live and in person, because someone has. We're six. Apparently, everyone on the earth is 6 degrees of separation away from the Pope. I'm sure we're at least 6 degrees of separation away from someone who has met Bjork.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
She's a huge star.
somehow through some way. If that's you, let us know in the comments and subscribe.
Do
if
it.
you want to see more.
You could be 1050.
Even possibly by the time this comes out, you might even be 1070 or 1060, or maybe 1040.
Or 1047.
Yeah, it could possibly be less too. That's
Probably.
it's a possibility.
That's high probability.